Watch how I sew this beautiful A-line shirt gown with collar step by step for a clean and professional finish. So let's get started. So these are the parts that we've cut: the back, the front, the sleeve, and the down part of the A-line gown. So now we are going to talk about the back panel first of all. So this is the back panel I'm holding in my hand. We are going to impute the dart. Okay, see the dart line? We are going to use half inch to sew the dart line. So after that, we'll pick up the front panel. Then we are going to impute the dart on the dart line as well. We'll do the same for the other part. We are going to flip it over and then impute our darts. So that is for the front and the back panel. So now this is the sleeve that we cut earlier. We are going to pipe that opening and then draw gathers for the downside. We'll do the gathers again for this other part as well. And then we are going to use these pieces that we have that we've cut earlier to pipe the down part, and we'll use the other one to pipe the other parts. Okay, so for the upper part of the sleeve, okay, we are going to draw gathers as well. So we are done imputing the darts on the back and the front panel. Okay, so see the dart, see how it is looking very neat. So this is for the front part and then this is for the dart part. Okay, we've also put the dart. Okay, so next, this is the sleeve. We've piped the opening area, we use bias, and then we use that pieces to pipe the down parts and drill little gathers. Okay, so when we fold it into two, unfold, we are going to tie that opening that has the rope. Okay, we did the same for the other part. Now it is time for us to fix or sew the upper part and the down part together. We had to notch the center for both the front and the back, and then see how I am placing it right side on top of the table for the up and the down. Okay, so we are going to pin right side facing each other. See how it is. So we are going to use our sewing machine to sew from the front part first of all. After sewing, we are now going to turn it and then use half an inch to sew it from the back side all the way down. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we are going to do it. So for the front panel, see how I placed it just the way we placed for the back panel. We are going to join it from the front and then flip it over and then use half an inch to sew it and do the same. Let's switch over to our sewing machine. So it is time for us now to sew the upper part for the back and the down part for the back together. So I placed it front to front. Okay, so we are sewing from the front side first of all, as explained earlier. After sewing, see what I am doing. After joining the up and the down part, I am now going to flip it over. See how the back side is looking after sewing. So I'm now going to use half an inch to sew it all the way down. So after sewing it, I am going to place the front panel, okay, and do the same for the front panel for the up and the down part. So I'm going to sew from the front side first of all. So after sewing the back, see how it is looking very neat. The finishing is just top notch. Okay, so now this is the front part. Okay, one side of the front part. So we are going to sew from the front first of all. So after sewing, we are now going to trim the excesses if any, and then we are now going to turn it over and then sew it from the back side correctly. So after doing that, we are going to head over to the ironing table, and then I'm going to teach us how we are going to iron the blanket. Okay, so you see now the excesses is what I am trimming. So if yours is a little bit rough or much, because you are using 1/4 inch to sew it, you trim it. After trimming, then you flip it over to the next, to the back side. Okay, and then sew it neatly. So after sewing it, do the same for the other part, and then I'll show us how we are going to iron the button blanket. Enjoy the process. So after joining the front part, okay, see how beautiful it is looking. So now we are going to head over to our ironing table. So for us to iron the bottom blanket, what we are going to do is to fold half an inch inwards. So just watch what I am doing. I folded half inch inwards. I will use my iron to press it down, okay? So do that all the way down, half an inch folding inwards. Iron it to the down part, okay? After ironing, next you are going to fold it 1 inch, okay? So see what I'm doing. I will now fold it 1 inch all the way down, okay? So use your 1 inch and fold, use your tape to mark, and then fold it 1 inch, iron it all the way down. So after doing this, we are going to do the same for the other panel, okay? So after that, I'm going to tell us what next we are going to do. So we are done with the ironing. It is time for us to sew the part that we've ironed, okay? So see what I am doing. You are going to sew that tiny part, the folded edge, okay? So see how I am sewing it. Sew it at the tip all the way down for the first panel, and then do the same for the other panel. You see how it is? It is looking very neat. So you use your sewing machine to secure it, okay? So after sewing the first one, we are going to sew the second one. After sewing, we are going to join the shoulder for the front and the back panel. So it is time for us to join the shoulder for the front and the back panel. So we are joining from the front side. After sewing, we'll turn it to the back side, just the way you see me doing, okay? So turn it to the back side and then sew the back side. Do the same for the other part. Then after that, I'm going to tell us what next we are going to do. So enjoy the process. So after joining the shoulder, this is the neckline that we have, okay? So we are going to place our tape from the part I placed. We are going to take the circumference of the neckline, okay? So in order for us to be able to cut the collar for the neckline. So what I got is 23 3/4. So 23 3/4 divided by 2 is giving us 11/7/8. So this is the paper we are going to use to draft the pattern. So I'm going to first of all draw a straight line. That will be our starting line, okay? So after drawing the straight line, next, okay, I'm going to mark 11/3/4 first of all, because we are assuming that the pattern is placed on fold. I marked 11/3/4. On that point of 11/3/4 where I marked, I'm going to go up by half an inch, okay? Just see what I'm doing. From that half inch, I'm going to divide 11/3/4 by 2 by folding my tape into 2 and mark the midpoint, okay? So that part that I marked the midpoint, I'm going to connect that half an inch I went up by. I'm going to connect it to the midpoint, just the way you see me doing. So next, after connecting it, I'm going to mark 1 inch all the way up from the starting point, okay? So you see what I'm doing now? I'm marking 1 inch, okay? That is the collar carrier, okay? So I'm marking 1 inch. After marking 1 inch, I am going to draw a straight line, and then I'm going to connect all the dots that I marked earlier. So after connecting all the lines, the next thing I am going to do now is for me to go inwards, okay? Look at that tip I'm pointing. I'm going to go inwards by half an inch. See how I placed my tape? mark half an inch. From that half an inch, make a curve around that area. Okay, so after making the curve, the next thing I'm going to do is from that curve, that point of the curve, I'm going to go inwards by 1 inch. Okay, see the way I placed my tape, go in by 1 inch. So from that 1 inch, I'm going to mark 2.5 from the center all the way down to that point of 1 inch I went up by. Okay, so I'm marking 2.5. That 2.5 is having the size of the actual collar, which is 11.78. So see what I did, I marked the actual length of the collar. Okay, so I'm going to connect all the lines for the 2.5 all the way down to the tip. Okay, you see how I did it. After connecting it, I will now come down that 1 inch we went in by. I'm now going to connect it to the tip of the collar, just the way you see me marking. Okay, so we are done with the marking. It is time for us to cut what we have all out. So after cutting what we have, we are going to place our fabric on fold, and then we are going to place this collar and pin it. Okay, so after pinning it, we are going to put half an inch all the way round. Now this particular collar, now we are not going to separate the collar stand or the collar carrier, okay, from the collar itself. We are making it a cut together collar. So after cutting, this is how it is looking. It is looking very beautiful. Okay, so we are going to fold our fabric and then place this pattern and mark half inch all the way round. This is the fabric we are using. Okay, so we'll have to place the collar on it. That is the pattern that we have cut. So we folded the fabric into two and then add half inch all round. So we are going to cut exactly what we have, the shape of the collar that we have. Okay, so after cutting, we are going to fold the fabric into two again and then place the one we've cut with the seam allowance. We are going to cut it out. Okay, so after cutting it out, we are going to put stay on it, on one of it. Okay, and then we are going to bring it and show you. So after putting the stay on the collar, this is what we have. Okay, so now we are going to place right side facing each other, just the way I placed it. We are now going to pin it. After pinning it, we are going to use our sewing machine. So we are going to sew it all around. Then after sewing, we are going to notch. After notching, we are now going to turn it. Okay, after turning it, we are going to iron it. So after sewing and turning, this is what we have. We have to iron it. Now we have notched the center of the collar after folding into two. So you see this collar now, we normally fold it. This is how collar used to be, right? So now what we are going to do is to sew that center that I have pointed, since the collar stand and the collar carrier is not separate. Okay, see what I'm doing? I'm going to sew that center all the way down and to enable me fold it when I fix it on the cloth. Okay, so after sewing, I'm going to iron it. After ironing, see how it is looking when you open it. Okay, it's looking very okay. Now we are going to mark the center of the neckline. After marking the center, you see the notched part. I'm going to place the collar at the back side, at the wrong side of the fabric, and then I'm going to pin it all round. After pinning all round, I am going to sew it. After sewing it, then I am going to flip it over to use that folded part to cover the rough edges. Okay, so just enjoy the process. So after sewing the collar, okay, so this is what we have. It's looking neat. We are going to sew the edges all around. After sewing all the edges, we are going to fix the sleeve. After fixing the sleeve, we are going to couple the gown and then fold the downside. So the fixing of the sleeve, we are going to do it off camera because the video is already too long. So after we are done, this is what we have. After fixing the sleeve, we piped the inside of it and then we have to couple it from the front side the way we normally do. So after sewing from the front side, we are now going to turn it to the back side, okay, and then sew it all the way down. After sewing this part, we're going to sew the other part, and after which we're going to hem the downside of the gown, and then I'm going to teach us how we are going to fix our buttons. So after sewing the two sides, next we are going to fold the downside half an inch and another half an inch, after which we are going to make interval of 1 inch or 1.5 inches to fix our button and then make our buttonhole. So we are done with the downside of the gown, so we are going to arrange the gown very well in order for us to fix our buttons and make our buttonholes. So we are fixing our buttons on the right while the buttonholes will be on the left. So now we are going to mark it from that point I am marking, and then I'm going to make interval of 2.5 inches all the way down. So mark to 2.5. It all depends on the spacing that you want. Feel free to use any spacing of your choice. So after marking all the way down, we are going to make our buttonholes and then fix our buttons, and then our model will wear this outfit for us to see. The outcome of this gown is so beautiful on my client. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe for more easy sewing tutorials from Lois Ada. I will see you in the next class. Bye.